Welcome to the Disney Audition instructional video. Here you'll be given insights into the audition and decision-making process, as well as invaluable advice and tips by professionals and Disney executives. In this course you will learn the Disney Channel audition process, Disney Channel requirements, where to find Disney Channel auditions, what you need to do before and during your Disney audition, do's and don'ts for Disney auditions, a glossary of positions such as casting associate, casting agent, and casting director, as well as others who will play an important part before, during, and after your audition. Please note that this course is intended for professional instruction and may require multiple viewings to glean all the information presented. As a companion to this video, the publisher has provided a Disney Audition Resource page that can be accessed via the links located in the video description area below. Later in this video, we'll discuss in depth what you need to do during your auditions, but for now we'll outline the steps of the audition process. Please note that while it is best to audition in person, some of the casting calls will offer the opportunity to submit a video during the first and perhaps second phase of the process. This is case by case and you should follow the instructions provided on the call sheet. Keep in mind that the process is still the same and the techniques that we will discuss here still apply. The auditioning process for the Disney Channel is more complex and longer than most would think. For most, the first step begins with a group audition or cattle call. This is where up to several hundred hopefuls may meet with Disney casting associates. It is during this phase of the process where they are separating those individuals who do not fit the need of the role from those who might, paring the group of candidates down. There are two types of first phase auditions. One for roles, which requires a specific type, gender, or ethnicity, or a general talent search, looking for individuals they can place in future movies and shows. This phase usually has multiple steps within the process. For example, let's say they are looking for a specific type, a boy, age range of 10 to 12, who is larger in size to play a character called Bull. The first cut may be a simple lineup of the candidates to do a visual separation. Don't be discouraged if you don't fit the role. There is always the next audition. However, let's say it is a general talent search. They may present the candidates to the casting associate in smaller groups. How to handle these types of auditions will be covered later on in this video. By the end of the first process, they may want to narrow down the field to keep only those they feel are worth looking at again. It is key to note that the individuals performing this task in the early phases are merely there to reduce the number of candidates. Their job security depends on paring down the group to those few individuals they think their bosses will want to look at. In most cases, they do not decide who gets the roles. The second step is the callback. Here, the same casting associates may run the candidates through a more thorough screening. Most likely, they will have a longer conversation with the candidates. If talent is showcased, they may request a short performance. This step may be as an individual, in small groups, or both. This audition will most likely be recorded to video and even later edited down for use in the next phase. The third phase is usually done without the candidates present. Casting associates may review the recorded footage and pare down the field again before presenting to the casting director. The fourth phase is the casting director's review, where the casting director makes decisions based on what they see in the footage and the notes from the casting associates. Cuts may or may not be made here, depending upon the number of candidates and what the casting director decides. The fifth phase is usually an audition with the casting director. Here you will most likely spend more time showcasing talent and answering more questions. Again, additional cuts may or may not be made depending upon the number of candidates and what the casting director decides. The sixth phase is what is known as the producer session. Here you may meet with the show's producers and perhaps writers. Again, additional cuts may or may not be made depending upon the number of candidates and what the casting director decides. The seventh phase is known as a network or studio session, where you may meet with the Disney team. This phase may include multiple auditions. The goal is to get the group down to 3 or 4 candidates. The eighth phase is known as the testing session. Here you most likely will be presented with some sort of a contractual agreement. This does not guarantee that you have the role. It only keeps you from taking other opportunities until a final decision has been made. During this audition, you may be paired with others to do some screen tests. This is where the final cut is made. This outline is by no means how every audition process flows. There are many variables which may come into play, thus changing or modifying the audition process and requirements. This is presented as a general outline to help you prepare and understand the journey. Please note that auditions will likely be recorded. These videos are shared with a number of people and are often kept on file with the casting office for reference and potential casting needs. You may also have the opportunity to do what is known as a general meeting. This is an opportunity to be put in front of the in-house Disney casting team so that they can talk with you and see your child perform. More than likely, this won't be for a particular project, but an opportunity for those in the casting department to keep your child in mind should the right opportunity come up. On the audition call sheet or web page, the specific requirements of the audition will be presented. This includes, but is not limited to, age, gender, style, and any specific talents if needed. You will also have to fill out an application. A location to a link for an online application will be provided on the call sheet or web page. Here is a sample from a call sheet for High School Musical 4. Take the time to read through this call sheet and script. As with any job, there are rules you need to follow, such as what to wear to work and how to behave. The same is true for the TV and movie industry, and perhaps even more so for Disney. If you want to land a role on the Disney Channel, you need to know and understand what is expected of you, just not for when you land a role, but even when you plan to audition. Disney invests millions of dollars into each and every project they launch. Like any business, they do not want to lose money by hiring a person who cannot do the job, harm the company, or cause the project to fail. Since the Disney Channel is directed at a younger audience, the company needs to be especially attentive to anything that might be negative to the project. Such areas include, but are not limited to, social media. If your social media feed is not G-rated, chances are it may limit your hireability regardless of your talent. This includes the parents as well. Lyric content. If you are a songwriter, be aware that Disney wants a squeaky clean persona. This means no risque lyrics in songs. As you get older and market to an older audience, this may lessen, but be mindful, especially of any material you may already have on the internet. Background checks. Be ready for an investigation into your personal life and family history. Like all entertainment companies, Disney needs to know if there are any potential issues or scandals that could jeopardize a project. Persona restrictions. Often Disney stars are asked to play a certain character in a show. They will expect you to conform to the behavior and persona expected of Disney to promote that persona. For example, if you play a popular girl in school in the show, they may not want you saying negative things in public about popularity. This can extend to clothing and which media outlets you grant interviews. exclusivity clause. This is nothing new in the entertainment industry, but given that your role is most likely directed to young people, means that you may incur an exclusivity clause, meaning that you cannot work on other projects outside of Disney's approval. The reason behind this is to protect the integrity of your character. For example, if you are an actor working on NCIS and you want to do a movie role about a gangster, that usually is not a problem. However, if you are a Disney Channel star and your role is squeaky clean kid from the suburbs, they will probably not want you to accept roles that tarnish that image. Morality clause. Like any other contract, Disney will most likely have a morality clause, verbiage stipulating that anything that may cause harm to the project or Disney brand is grounds for dismissal of the contract. Remember that you are auditioning to represent the Disney brand. Does your personal life emulate and represent the Disney brand? Are you prepared to keep your personal life, image, and behavior in line with the brand? These are questions that you need to ask yourself before auditioning. Disney is very forthright about posting auditions. A simple search on the internet will usually yield any upcoming auditions, but here are a few locations to check regularly. Get a good night's sleep. It will be a long day, but you want to look refreshed. Casting directors want to know that you can take care of yourself and look energized, even if the hours are long. Wear flattering, simple clothes. Remember the Disney brand. Avoid wearing too much makeup. Think about the Disney brand and the age requirements of the audition. Leave any younger siblings at home, especially if they are very young and unable to stand in line for extended periods of time. They can be a distraction for the audition process. If you are a singer, have a 30 to 60-second piece prepared to sing. Showcase the sound of your voice and demonstrate you can carry a tune. Make sure it is age appropriate. If you are a dancer, have a 30 to 60-second dance routine ready. Have a 60-second comedic monologue prepared to perform, regardless if a script is provided for the audition. Have an acting resume prepared. Even if you don't have any roles yet, list what training courses or acting classes you have taken. Make sure the picture is well lit with a simple background. You should be the only person in the photo, no other people or pets. Avoid taking a picture in front of a window or bright light source. Avoid wearing too much makeup. Think about the Disney brand and the age requirements of the audition. Casting directors need to see what you actually look like, so do not wear sunglasses or hats. Do not take a selfie in the mirror or in any unflattering angle. Be energetic, happy, and smile when appropriate, from the moment you walk into the room and throughout the entire audition. Show them you are listening to what they say and that you can follow instructions. Have the script, if provided, rehearsed and committed to memory. You may also be asked to perform it in several tones, for example, happy or tired. Practice many versions in case you are called upon to do so. Answer questions confidently. This is your time to sell yourself. Be prepared for anything. Improv is crucial. They may want to see if you can follow instructions and perform just as if you were on set. Saying things like, "I didn't prepare for that," or "I don't know if I can do that very well," will most likely end your chances. Remember, you'll want to exude charm, charisma, and showcase your personality at all times. Lisa London, an LA-based casting director and author of From Start to Stardom, has worked on casting several Disney projects, including the series The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and a number of pilots such as the hugely successful Hannah Montana. She says, "When I ask questions in an audition, I want to hear the person respond like they are talking to their friends. Don't give one-word answers. This is an opportunity to let the casting director see your personality." In addition, Disney executives stress the following. Disney is looking for actors, not cute and funny kids. Disney invests millions into each project. They need individuals who can show up to work, do a great job, and sell the product. This requires an understanding of acting and improv. As Judy Taylor, Senior Vice President, Casting and Talent Relations for Disney Channel puts it,
"We're always looking for talented kids, and of course triple threats, come into that as well. But acting is really at the core of what we look for in in our talent, because we need to know that at the end of the day they can carry a show, that they have good comedic skills, because a lot of our programming is multi-camera series, and that's really what drives it for us. Obviously, if they are multi-talented and can sing and dance or play an instrument, that is the icing on the cake, and we embrace the opportunity to have them excel and find projects that they can work on that will utilize all of their talents. But at the core of it all is the acting ability.
As another casting director put it, I can separate those individuals I want to see just by looking to see if they've taken any kind of course that will prepare them for the audition. It cannot be stressed enough that some form of training is required. Talking with casting directors, they all list the same element as the most important: get training in improv and acting. While children and young teens don't have much access to drama club or regional theater, and acting lessons can be expensive, there are affordable options available which can provide the required training. For example, Adrian R. Mante, star of Disney Channel's hit series The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, in collaboration with his Disney co-stars, offers a video training series specifically designed to help prepare actors for the audition process. What makes this training course noteworthy is that not only is it designed by a Disney star for the process, it is also very affordable, for less than the price of the tank of gas. While we don't have the time to break down the specifics of the video training course, we recommend you click on the link below in the description or info card to go to our Disney Audition Resource page to learn more about it. Understand that taking courses like this will not only help with your audition, it also looks very good on your acting resume and the audition application. This is a job interview. How you act in line, in the waiting area, will be judged, as well as how you perform in the audition process. Parents, remember that you are being judged as well. Casting directors want to know if they hire your child that you will be easy to work with. No gum. It is easy to say you'll take it out beforehand, but too often it is forgotten or there's no place or time to dispose of it. Just don't do it. Parents, never coach or scold your child in front of the casting director. Make eye contact, especially when instructions are being given or if questions are being asked. Keep it simple. Say hello, perform your scene, answer any questions, say thank you and goodbye. Do not ask how you did or if they liked it. Also, do not ask if you should do anything differently or if you will get a call back. Do not make excuses. Casting directors understand that mistakes will happen and that you might be nervous, especially if it's your first time. Often they prefer that you just keep going. And while it is okay to ask to start again, never make excuses for mistakes. This goes for parents too. Never try to offer reasons why a mistake was made or why it could have been better. For example, Sarah's been awake since 4 a.m., so she's probably just tired. Just don't do it. The following is a glossary of important roles. Please take the time to read through them. It is very important to understand each role in the audition process. Be nice at all times. This means with other candidates as well as all the staff. That girl you sat next to the audition 2 years ago may now be on the Disney Channel as an actor and a good inside connection for you. That intern staffer you were mean to now has become a casting director. Everyone always remembers who was nice and who was mean. Talent seldom overrules emotions. The Walt Disney Company is the largest entertainment conglomerate in the world. This means that aside from the Disney Channel, there are thousands of opportunities within their entertainment domain, so don't be discouraged if you don't get a role on your first few auditions. As we mentioned above, they retain the video footage from auditions and are always reviewing needs for other opportunities. While not required, if you are serious about getting into a Disney Channel show, you should put a portfolio together. Disney's audition process is fast-paced, and casting directors are quick to weed out amateurs. If you want to be taken seriously, it is recommended to have a portfolio that contains both a professional resume and professional headshots. Your resume should display all of your experience in an organized, attractive way, along with headshots and any training you may have taken. We have included links to help you with this on our Disney Resource page in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your audition. Please feel free to replay this video at your convenience.